One terrific opportunity for PR and comms departments in major organisations is what I like to call social reporting. Now you can call it whatever you like, that's what I call it. And social reporting is basically that, you're a social reporter. You are using social channels to report on what's going on behind the velvet rope of your organisation. So it's to bring it to life a little bit. This is all about bringing a bit of humanity to your PR and comms. Now, it's also about being agile, because if you're a reporter, you have to be agile and be ready to move and report. It's done in real time, but it doesn't necessarily have to be live. And also it has to be audience focused, because you always need to know who's the audience we're trying to reach with this. And authentic in terms of, it's not highly polished, highly scripted. It's a little bit more, as I said, taking you behind the scenes. So just a few examples of what that might look like. So it could be maybe there's a company event and you can live stream from that company event. Maybe there's a big announcement and then you can live tweet or video and then whack up on Twitter in little snatches or vox pops, the CEO making that announcement. Maybe there's a big topic or issue of the day and it's relevant to your business or organization, and you have internal experts who you can grab and put around a table and film them and say, okay guys and girls, let's get into it. Let's thrash this out and discuss it, and we're going to put it up, later this afternoon to capitalize on the opportunity, because it'll be gone in a couple of days' time. So they're the sorts of things that that we see that can be done, and in a big organization, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those sorts of stories happening all the time. But a social reporter needs to be able to work through all the silos, have contacts. It's like going back to my journalism days. In country Victoria, you've got your contacts for football and for the police and for education and for the local council. So you'd have your contacts within the various departments, and you'd be finding out what's going on and be ready to move. And your tools of the trade would be an iPad with some mics and a little boom mic and or the lapel mics like what I'm wearing now. It could be straight off the iPhone if that was the case. Obviously lots of photos and access to your social channels. It could be making sure you've got Facebook Live, or you've got access to the Facebook Live if that's going to be the case. So there's a number of things, but it is about being agile, authentic in what you're putting out there. So you can edit, but it's not a thing about bells and whistles. It's more about getting it done and making sure that it looks good and the content's great, and telling your story that builds upon your corporate narrative over time. So it has to be reasonably strategic as you start to find your rhythm of production, as it were. So that's what I call social reporting. Great opportunity again for PR and comms people.